Hello, hello. How's everyone today? Hope everybody's good. I am so excited to be here. Just please let me know if you can hear me. I haven't been live probably in a long time. I see everybody kind of logging in, and I'm just so happy to see you guys all here. So I'm really excited, and I'm going to get back right into it because, like, there's very little time, and I wanted to show you through my stencils because I don't know if you've heard. I released my own set of stencils last week. And oops, that's my video. 1 second, have to lower the volume because I'm just looking at I'm looking at the chat. And where is the chat now? Oh, now it disappeared. Okay. Hold on. So I just want to start showing you some of my stencils because just so you guys can see the ones I designed, and I'm going to be working with them today as well. So I'm saying hello to everyone, but while I'm talking, we can I just realized I am, okay, so we have, just realized something that even though I named every single stencil, I do not remember what they're called, and I should have been more prepared. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put them here. Okay, so we're going to start with these that they're kind of more like mandala looking stencils. So this is I don't know if you guys remember the spirographs. So for example, the spirograph that we used to have as kids, I used to have, some kids still have it. So this is what it's making. It kind of looks, it's called a Spirograph Mandala. Okay, so this is the design. This is also the design. I was just mono printing a little bit with it. So this is the design for that one. And these are all available at Joggles. The link is below, and I think Susan already posted it as well. This one is called Spirograph 1. Okay, so this is this is the other one. So it looks really cool, and you can check out, I have already a video on my channel with a couple of them, and I'll be having lots of videos coming up to show people how to use them, right? So now this is a really cool one. It's called Synchronized, and this was hand drawn by me. All my stencils have been hand drawn. So they're a little bit more, I guess, unique than other ones because I drew every single one. So this is called Synchronized, and you can see the images between them. Okay. Then you have this one. Oops, sorry. This one over here kind of looks like, I call it Starburst. It kind of looks like a double star over here. And it's a very cool kind of geometrical pattern. So this is how it looks like when it's inked. And then we have this one. I really like the way this one comes out. It's a very unique design. And this one is, I called it, it looks kind of like an atom from science. So Atom Mandala is the one that I called it. My scientific mind, I guess, named it. Then we have this one that looks kind of like a road map. Let me match it. So this would be this. Why is it? Oh, because it's the opposite side. So yes, I forgot that it's the inverse version of it. So this is the road map. This is called stained glass. It's really, really cool because it almost looks like stained glass. The liquid, the inks kind of blended a little bit here, bled a little bit, but yeah. So I'm saying hello to everyone. I just feel really bad. I don't want to waste time saying hello, even though I love you guys all, but I just don't want to, if I say hello to every single person, I will not finish on time. Oh, so before I show you what we're making today, which is going to be, well, I'm going to show you this is what I'm going to be making today. And I'm going to be using this mandala one, which is called Flower Mandala. And I want to just show you quickly just the bigger one. So all those are 6x6, but then we have the 9x12s. Let me show you this way so you can see. So we have this one right here at the top. It's called Unchained Cells because they kind of look like chains, but they're almost look like cells. So it could be both. So just so you kind of see what it is. Sorry, I'm trying to put it oops, there it is. Okay. And these ones, so this is a nicer print. So I just did this print. Look how cool this looks. And these were all done with Distress Oxide inks. Okay. Now let me tell you a little bit for my Spanish friends in case son mis stenciles y estoy mostrando uno por uno. Que cada uno lo estoy mostrando por separado. I also want to say, for those of you who live in Europe, you can still order from Joggles. The only place that they don't send to is, unfortunately, the UK. But I've already helped a couple of people order. They ordered it to me, and then I sent them to the UK because somehow with the VAT, it's very complicated. But everywhere else they send. And para los que hablan en español, si quieren mandarlo a algún país, agárrense a unas cuantas personas, pueden ser 3 personas y ordénenlo todo juntos. O sea, pueden hacer 3 personas y piden el pedido, y así es más fácil porque es de Joggles directamente de los Estados Unidos. So you can get like 3 people to order together, and that will like help, like, you know what I mean? Like then you can like save money on shipping and things like that. This one is called Triangle something. I forget the names. Triangle grid. Yes, that's what. So you can see that it's like this. So this one moved a little bit, but let me show you how cool it looks here. So this is the one that looks like really, really cool. So there's some empty triangles, and there's also triangles with a little grid on it. This is the negative image of it, so also really nice. So I really like, I'm really enjoying like kind of printing with them. This one is called Crisscross Stones. Also really cool. You can get a lot of designs, so that you can get like the main design, like this is just basically inking through it. But you can also get the negative design. This is like wet and not wet. So look how the difference between the two. So you can see like how pretty this looks when it's like this. So you can use this for so many different things, and you can even cut them out. And I mean, the possibilities are endless, right? This is one of my favorites. It's called Petals. It's all, again, hand drawn by me. And look, this is how it looks. Okay, so this is how it looks. This is how it looks wet, because I did like some wet on wet prints, and look at it dry. So this is like a favorite. So yeah, that is like a very, very big favorite with people. Okay, this is called the Tribal Mandala. It kind of looks like, I don't know, for me, it looks like kind of like a tribal theme. So that's what I don't even know where I come up with some of these things. So I really like that. Let me show you that this is the best print of it. So this is like, I love the negative image of it. So yeah, it looks really, really cool that way. So yeah, and please feel free to share on Facebook and Instagram. Please share please share the link so more people can come and watch. Emily, these are the first ones that I showed were 6x6. These are 9x12, so they're more rectangular shape. So those are the ones like that. And the last one here, yeah, the last one is called Kaleidoscope, and it does kind of look like a kaleidoscope, you know, like when you're looking through a kaleidoscope with all the triangles, and it makes a really, really. Yeah, Jen, these are all my stencils. Yes, please. The link is right there. I think Susan can share it again. It's from Joggles, and you can order it from anywhere, basically. They ship anywhere except for the UK, but if you are in the UK and you want to order them, just message me and I'll figure out a way to get them to you. And this is the last one. Look how it looks. So it is a little bit more geometrical and conventional, but it looks really, really cool. And I'm going to be using this one as well today to show you what else you can do besides the full pattern. So we're going to be working in this Joggles 6x6 journal. It's a disc-bound journal, so I can remove the pages, right? So I'm going to remove the 2 pages. Now you can work with any journal, okay? But I'm going to be working specifically with this one, okay? And this is a sturdy, smooth, white, sturdy disc-bound journal. So it's very smooth, okay? I'm a bit twisted. Why? Okay, there we go. So there is the link. Susan just put the link. I'm going to be using this mandala stencil, but I'm not going to use the full thing. What I like is to use just a piece of it in the corner, okay? So let me move up a little bit so you can see. So sorry, Elaine, I'll deal with it. I'll figure out how to do it for you. Okay, Elaine? We can figure out, just anybody who wants to, that needs to like send it like further away, I can figure out a way to do it for you guys. Okay, so just message me. So anybody who is in a country where the shipping is too expensive, we can definitely do it. Okay, so I'm going to use some modeling paste. This is just regular modeling paste, and I'm going to be modeling it on top of the stencil. Oh yeah, Tiffany, Elaine can, Elaine, Tiffany can help you. Anybody, like, yeah, Tiffany can help you, and to do it, I can help you do it. I did it for somebody in the UK, and it worked out really well. So, okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to go through the stencil just to smooth it out. Thank you, Tiffany. The nice thing about the joggle stencils, the quality is really nice. It's really thick stencil. So when you're using paste, it really looks 3D. It looks really nice. Estos stencils tienen mucho 3D, o sea, son bien gruesos, entonces salen muy bien cuando los pone uno con la pasta. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to do one on that side, and then I'm going to do, oh wait, I missed some areas here. And I'm going to use another one on the other side. Hold on. So I'm going to put one on the other side and do the same thing. The reason why I love like art journaling so much, and what I've started to lean towards it, is because it's one of the things that really helps me kind of connect to my art. Every person connects to a different type of art, but to really help us kind of like really feel like, you know, find meaning in our art. I find that this is what helps, right? To find meaning is to, so my husband's like talking so loud, even though I said that I was doing a live, and to please not, yeah, it's hilarious. So I find that like to really find meaning in what we're doing, no matter what we do, there's certain things, there's certain tools that really help us do that. And for me, that's stencils. This is one of the reasons why I designed stencils, because because stencils really do something that that other tools cannot do. And they really help with like when people cannot draw, which is totally me, or when you cannot do a certain pattern, stencils really help you, you know, do that. And especially if it's something that is very meaningful. So for example, mandalas for me are super meaningful, because many years ago, when I actually started learning about different religions and things like that, something that really piqued my interest in terms of Buddhism, in terms of like, you know, like in Tibet and how they build mandalas. They spend years and years adding grains and colors and things. And then as soon as it's done, they destroy the mandala. I don't even know if I'm saying mandala correctly, but this is what it is. So basically what, that's what, so I found that so interesting. You work so hard on doing this artwork for so many years, and then you go and destroy it. And when you actually look about the meaning of what mandalas are, the meaning behind it is that nothing is ever permanent, like with life. Our lives are not permanent, right? Everybody eventually dies. So basically, it's kind of like that feeling that, you know, you're kind of like, I'm saying kind of a lot because my thoughts are all over the place. When you're thinking of something that is whole and round, like a mandala, which already gives it a lot of meaning, but on top of it, they're destroying it or they're getting rid of it, it basically just becomes part of something bigger, part of the universe, and it's extinct. It goes away. So I don't know what, are you guys laughing at me? I don't know. I'm just trying to read the chat. So anyway, so this is my point of mandala. So I really connect a lot with mandalas because of that reason, because they signify that first of all, they signify like the roundness and the wholeness of things, but they also signify that nothing is ever permanent in life. And using them in my artwork gives it so much more meaning. And I'm always searching for that. I'm always searching for that meaning behind everything. Well, it's not that it's depressing, Cindy. What it is what they're saying is that that life isn't permanent and that you should enjoy every single minute, no matter what. And that's I think where it's the positivity of that you can, like, things can be gone in an instant, but you should look at all the beauty that came from creating and the journey that it took to create that mandala. So the journey that we're taking through our artwork is so important, and it's what gives purpose and meaning to our life, if you think about it. So yeah. Oh, Diane. Hey, Diane. So Diane actually yeah, I was just telling everybody that I was helping you, that I helped you order for the UK. So anybody in the UK, message me if you want. I ordered for Diane, and it came so quickly. My joggles order for her came in like 3 days. So it was really cool. Exactly. Things that do not last forever mean more to us. That's exactly it. Like, we have to appreciate our life because it is not infinite. Everything that we do is not infinite. Even our art could, like, we do art, but then we just sits on our shelf sometimes, and we don't even notice it. But we should appreciate every single piece of paste that we put, every single stencil that we apply, every color that we use, every single thing. We should just appreciate it. And this is what the mandalas represent, that nothing ever lasts forever, but we have to appreciate it in the now. So, okay. So this is the first step. I got myself some colors. These are Nunu's colors from Lindy's. Okay, the link to Lindy's is in the description. Also, if you haven't gotten Nuneca's colors, feel free to do. I'm going to be using 2 colors. I'm going to be using, I think, Outer Space Aqua. These are the Magicals, and Martian Magenta. Although maybe I should go with, I don't know. I'm now thinking, you know what? I already did these 2. Now that I'm thinking about it, I already did these 2 colors that you can see. So maybe I'll go with a different color, just so it's a little bit different. Yes, that's exactly it. So you know what? Maybe I'll go with I can't even say it. You see there, here's where my accent comes up. Alien Goo Green and Outer Space Aqua. That's what I'm going to go with. Okay. Maybe not go magenta today. I'm just thinking, like, I know you guys all love purple. I know Terry loves purple, and Elaine, and but hold on, I'm going to get some paintbrushes. So whenever I do this, I always like starting with the lighter color, okay? So I'm going to start with this yellow. It's like an alien goo green or something. It's a yellowish green. Might call it a lime green, okay? Oops, I think some of it got dried up. Let me move that out. I'm going to start at the edges, and I'm going to work my way in, okay? I love this technique because it really helps with controlling how much water goes in and out of how much color goes in and out of your page. Yeah, Patricia, yes, you can apply. Puedes ponerlo directo. You can apply Lindy's directly. What you make sure that you need, I know, like, you could put like gesso if you want to, but Lindy's can be applied. They're basically like watercolors. As long as it's a thick page, tiene que estar gruesa. Esta página es gruesa. As long as it's very thick, Lindy's can be applied. Any watercolor can be applied. If you have watercolor paper works. Papel de acuarela siempre sirve con cualquier cosa. So mixed media paper, watercolor paper, it always works. Yeah, you know what, Carrie, you're absolutely right. I was wondering what's going on with Nikki. You know what? I meant to message her yesterday and I forgot. Okay, I'm going to add now the darker color. Oh, that looks so pretty, which is the teal. And I'm adding less. So yeah, this is a new brush. How did you know? You know me well, Susan. I actually got it at Curry's. Curry's is a local store here. Susan Sue might know it too, in Ontario, in Toronto, actually. So well, during COVID, I went to get some new paint brushes. I wanted some, like, one of these type of these watercolor brushes that are like thicker. So yeah. Okay, so again, I'm watering a lot. And what you can have is always have a baby wipe at hand so you can take off like any excess. So if, let's say, this happens and you go this way and it's, oh, you don't want that, you can just wipe it off, okay? So there we go. I want to make sure that I leave some white space. I don't want it to all be covered. So I'm going to wipe off the excess. I'm going to go back in here. I cleaned up my room so much today because I wanted, while I was watching all the lives today, I managed to somehow clean up the room, which was great. I bet you, I don't know if Olga's here because she's coming up later, but if she saw all the green that I have here, it used to be teal, and now it's becoming like super green. She would not be happy with this. She would be like covering her eyes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Allison. It's exactly that. Like, just, it's just so relaxing, not only following the lights, but in terms of creativity in general. That's exactly, every person does creativity for different reasons. And the relaxation is one of the big ones, because it helps us. Relaxing and kind of concentrating on things helps our well-being. And it helps us, especially in these times where we are having such a difficult time. So for me, art, not only does it do that, and I've said this before, for me, art heals me. It helps me in that way. And one of the things that it does, it gives me meaning. Art gives me a purpose and gives me meaning. In the sense of, like, I just feel like whenever I do it, I feel like there is some connection to something bigger than me. I know it's very out there, esoteric, and not everybody agrees with me. That's okay. But for me, that's what art does for me. And every person is different. Every person just does art for different reasons. Yeah, the shimmery looks really, really nice. Okay. Thank you so much, Carrie. Another thing that I have, I don't know if you guys have, like, most of you haven't been on lives for a long time, but starting in, yeah, that keeps me singing. I started Patreon at the beginning of this year. I had the memberships for a while, but I started Patreon at the beginning of this year. And I have a few of you are already on it. And what I'm doing is I'm actually teaching a little bit more, besides art journaling, which is some of the classes are art journals like this, but a little bit more in depth. I try to really go in depth into the step-by-step and composition and talk about colors and color combinations, because this is something that I know a lot of you struggle. Not everyone, but I know everybody has their own kind of struggles. And then I have one more, and this is like the higher level of the Patreon, which is like more like 3D projects. And the link to the Patreon is below. So I just want to show you this month's. This month we're going to be making this. This is at the end of what month are we in? April. At the end of April, we're going to be making this one. So I know, Chrissy, you're going to be excited because she wanted the steampunk. So she's in my class. Elaine and Terry are in my class. So oh, there it is. Thank you, Elaine, for sharing it. So basically, if you join that, you first of all get access to all the other classes that I've already taught. So there's a bunch of classes there. Plus, you get to see the new ones that are coming up. And that one tier, I think it's $25 American. It gets you to see like a few videos. It's not just one. So yeah. So if you want to join, there is the link. because it gives you we do more live streams like this, and it's very, I try to like kind of teach more, and because I'm always rushed with these lives, you know, you're doing these lives and there's somebody after you and you don't want to, you can't talk too much. But when the other ones, we have no time constraints, so I just basically continue going and ask and answer as many questions as I can. And if you cannot watch them live, you can always definitely watch them afterwards in the you can watch them after, because they're recorded and they're there for unlimited access, and as long as you're a patron. So that makes more sense. Yeah. And we have a lot of fun because we talk and we chat, and it's really like really exciting in that sense. Yeah, Tiffany, this is my point. I don't want to run over your time. So, oh my God, 4:25. Okay. So there we go. So I just added a little bit more darkness here. But as you can see, I have some of this stuff that is not, you know, might not be coming off, but I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. How to play around with it. Hi, Sonia. So thank you. So, okay, so now actually because these are like this and there's nothing behind them, it doesn't really matter which side I have it on, okay? So I'm trying to wipe off as much as I can, because I want, what's nice about the modeling paste is that it usually it resists the watercolor. La pasta de modelaje resiste, no sé si está correcta la palabra, la acuarela, entonces por eso se ve blanco. Okay, so there we go. So now let me show you the next step. So, yeah, okay, that's right. So I'm going to take one of these sponge brushes, I meant to say, okay? And I'm going to use a little bit of gesso. I have a gesso that is a little bit more dried up, but it doesn't have to be. If you need to thicken your gesso, Tiffany has a great tip. You can watch one of her videos where she uses cornstarch to do that, okay? So what you want to do is you want to have a little bit of white gesso, and I'm going to, oops, too wet. Hold on, sorry. I washed, as I said, I washed, oh, maybe take a drier one. I washed all my brushes, and this one is too wet, okay? Okay, there we go, that's better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip it into the gesso, and then I'm gonna pounce it in different directions. What it does is that it doesn't only give it texture, I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see, but what it does is it gives it a light coverage on the background, especially in places that you don't want to, don't want them to be seen. Estoy agarrando una esponja así y le estoy como haciendo esto, no sé cómo decirlo en español, para que cubra un poco con lo de blanco. So what it does is that it kind of covers partially everything. Now, if you know if you know the properties of any watercolors or any type that is water soluble thing, because gesso is how do you call this? It's a water-based medium. That's what I'm trying to say. It will ponceando, gracias. It's going to mix a little bit with the watercolor, and that is okay, because what it does is just makes the watercolor in the background a little bit lighter, but it doesn't take it completely. So it looks like you have like a whitewash on top of everything. So I'm just kind of making, you see, so it kind of covers it and it blends everything together. It looks really, really cool. So I'm just doing it in the areas where I went a little bit too much. Now I'm going to do the other side. Now, I want to talk about like a little bit of this hop. I know you've been to most of them. So we're giving away some prizes, okay? And my prize is going to be, I'm going to give 2 prizes in my channel, which is going to be 2 $15 gift certificates to my Etsy shop. I don't know if you guys have saw recently. I mean, some of you might have. I started an Etsy shop, and what I started doing is I created many different things. I have some scans of my own collage pages, which I've used in some of my videos. I will show you soon everything that I'm talking about. I am also have some quotable sheets. So really nice phrases that you can print at home and use in anything you want. And I'm going to be using one of them today. And just today, for those of you, anybody, oh, hi guys. Just for you, just so you know, today I came up with the new things. I just put today 5 new listings. There are printable ephemera. So what they are is that I went through some of my favorites. So things like butterflies, things like how do you call this? Insects. Insects were not my favorite. Just the dragonflies are. So that's why I use the dragonflies here. But there's insects too, because I know a lot of you, like I think Duneka loves insects. Tiffany, you love insects too, or at least using some of them. You also have, I did fish, I did shells, and I did birds. So there is 5 different ones. I'm going to show you guys in a second. And what you can do is one of you can win $15, which will basically, for $15, you can get all 5 of those. So fine, I'll show them to you. Fine. Because I'm talking about it and then I'm like, okay. And you can print them both in color and not in color, okay? So let's start with like the butterflies. So you see, I printed them not in color, so you can print them in black and white. Bichos, yeah, bichos is in Spanish. So here are some of this. I've already cut some of them, so you can see. So these are the black and white. Now these are all public domain. So basically, you can use them for your art. You can sell your art with this. You cannot sell the sheets, but you could use, let's say, you use a butterfly in one of your artwork or something like that. You can sell that. You can, because they're basically domain free. Public domain. So this is another sheet. This is all black and white. So, these are the other sheets. So these are the other sheets. Oh, I printed a lot of butterflies because I use them a lot. Now, but let me show you that. Oh, look at these. How cool are these? So these are, I have some bigger ones and some smaller ones. So yeah, those are cool. But let me show you now in color. So here are the birds. I'm almost thinking, oh, I should use birds. So there's different kinds of birds. They're all like kind of vintage illustrations, really cool illustrations of things. There's the duckies. This is a page just of ducks, okay? So yeah, who doesn't love butterflies? You're right. This is another one with a bunch of like different birds. So there's really cool. Oh, look at the shells. I thought the shells were really cool. So there's all these shells. So basically, you can use these, fussy cut them, do whatever you want, color print them. You can color print them in black and white, whatever you want, basically, okay? So I really think, like, every time I want to bring more and more things that are easy to get. So for all of you that live in Europe and maybe you cannot get some of my products, at least this you can definitely buy. And you can see all of these in my shop. The fish are cool. Anyways, oh, Nuneka, you're perfect timing to see the bichos, like all the different, the fish are really cool. So there's more fish. Oh, here, the bugs. They're so gross. I'm sorry. I do not like bugs, but I know Nuneka likes them and a lot of people like them, so that's okay. So, and they're butterfly. Look how pretty they are in color, okay? So you can cut them up. And if you want to print them like bigger, you just print half a page, okay? So you can print them, you can resize them to bigger, even though it might not fit in the whole page. So these are the butterflies in color, okay? So you can, oh no. So anyways, they're all available in my Etsy shop. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. And now this has dried, so I can go on with the next thing. I'm going to use my other stencil. And what I want to do, sometimes using a stencil, how much time do I have? Oh, I think I'm good. Sometimes using a stencil, it's just using a little piece of it is just good enough. You don't have to use everything, okay? I just want to bend this backwards. Esos son, perdón, se me olvidó decir, todo lo que mostré ahora está en mi tienda de Etsy, es para imprimir digitalmente, okay? Okay, so now I'm going to place this here. And instead of using my modeling paste, I'm going to use a little bit of paper texture paste. Now you can use anything. But what I like the texture paste is that it gives it that really grinding, like, you know, very rough feeling. And I really like that. So where did my, oh, there it is. Okay. Now I'm going to be placing this only in certain areas. That's important for me because I don't want to cover everything, but I want to kind of give the page some movement. So I'm going to do some of the triangles kind of going up and some of the triangles going downwards. So some will be facing up and some will be facing down. And even if I get some on top of others, that's okay. Okay, let me see. So you're just doing it in some areas. So there we go. Yeah, I think this is good. I don't want it everywhere, just kind of like that. So there we go. So it kind of gives it like a random feeling. And what you can do, putting this, I just realized I'm still wearing my pajamas because I haven't left the house. So I'm just placing this, doesn't matter if it goes. So I'm just removing some of the, you can use a palette knife or just something, just remove like the extras if I went over something that I don't want. Like if something is there, if you don't want, you can remove it, okay? So it gives it a really cool effect. Cool. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh, I guess I could have kept this on there, but I'm just going to move this one. So while this one's drying here, I'm just going to put this again. Okay, so, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm being quiet suddenly now. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun during the hop. I think the giveaway is until April. I think we'll be announcing the winner April 9th. Or is the giveaway until April 9th? I don't know. Somebody confirmed that. Now I got confused about whether it's until April 9th or that. So, okay, so I think this is good. Let me just do this one. Okay, again, random. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to just remove, again, the extras. I'm just using my fingers. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm going to put this aside for a second because although I'm not usually that careful with stencils, since these are my stencils, I'm being very careful and cleaning them really well. I'm being very particular about these. I guess like it makes it exactly, you appreciate, the appreciation is there, right? Because until you don't have, until something is ruined or gone, you don't, you know, was exactly the point of the mandalas. You don't want to ruin something because you want to appreciate as much as possible, as long as possible. So, so yeah. Oh yeah, and yeah, that's right. Thank you, Nama, for saying that. So everybody, if you want to win all the other prizes, make sure you visit and watch everybody's hops, and then leave a comment on there. If you haven't watched it already, leave a comment on in their, how do you call this? In the description, not in the description, in the comments, and they will. So in order for you to win the prize, so each hop, each place, each person has their own giveaway, right? So you have to kind of participate in whichever one, in all of them, I guess. You have to participate in all of them, but to win the prizes. And you don't know, you know, like every person has, like, I think Nuneka has a bunch of prizes, so everything is different. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous here now. I'm trying to like, okay, I'm gonna dry this up. 1 sec. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this, okay? Oh, you wash yours after each use? Yeah, I know. So I technically clean them after each use too, but I always, since the beginning, I've been doing lives. I always forget to have a bucket with me. So to soak them in water because I don't have a wash bin beside me or anything like that. So yeah, I don't I'm not as careful. The problem is that when it's paste, like with ink and paint, I'm okay with. I don't like always clean it because you don't have to clean paint from a stencil, but you do have to clean paste from a stencil. So, yeah, a bucket of water would be good, but I always forget it. Since the beginning, I've been doing live. I remember Susan always telling me, make sure you have a bucket. And I'm like, yeah, I always forget it. I don't think about it. Okay. So what I want to do with these triangles, once they're dry, is that I want to create kind of like shadows around them. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to take a thin paintbrush. Okay. Yeah, well, baby wipes, it work just as well. Okay. So, okay, now it's dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the colors, okay, and I'm going to basically go around this triangle, almost like painting a little. Oh, sorry, I think I'm not off screen a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to be kind of painting around them, and then when you spray them, it creates that really cool effect. So again, the same thing, I'm going to go around the triangles. And then do that. So whenever you want to, yeah, no, these are your colors, by the way, I announced it at the beginning. Whenever you use like things like, whenever you have like some like paste, you have some kind of pattern and you want to create a shadow around it, that's all you have to do. Oh, I want to create some with the other color too. So you can mix the colors together. Okay, so again, so I'm gonna go around all of them. How am I with time? Yeah, I'm good with time. Yay. So are we doing butterflies or are we doing birds, fish? What do you guys think? What do you guys choose? You guys choose. You guys want me to do birds, fish, butterflies, dragonflies? Let's see what people think now that we have all the options. Okay. The shadows really look nice. Mm. It might be hard if you're all not going, if you guys don't agree on things. Okay. Okay. So that's, oh wait, I have one more here. Yes, Marlene, you can do the same work with watercolors. These are basically watercolors, that powders that turned into watercolors. So yeah. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, you guys are good. It's like there's three birds. Okay, I already did dragonflies, so I don't know if I want to do dragonflies again, but I always do butterflies, right? So that's why I was thinking like, but I have to make sure that the bird goes well. We'll see. You can also spray, by the way. You can spray the triangles first and then just go around them. And I just find it easier. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. It's the same. There's a lot of birds. Now you're saying fish. Actually, what's the, okay, well, we'll see the colors. Okay, let's see which colors match. I'm also struck. I also have not that much time. Let me fast forward this quickly, do these quick so I don't take time from Tiffany's. Tiffany is next. So you guys are going to be going there next. I missed doing these lives. I haven't done one in so long. I've been so busy with everything behind the scenes, with the stencils, with the Etsy, with the Patreon, that I've forgotten chatting with you guys. Chatting with a lot of people is fun. Annalise, okay, fine. Annalise wins why? Because she says she is telling the truth. I always use bugs. Well, I don't use bugs. I've never used bugs before. I have used dragonflies, but not bugs, because I know what's her name? Nuneka loves the bugs, and Tiffany has used bugs, but I don't use. I've never used bugs before because they gross me out. I've used birds before in my other things, but okay. Now you can always go back. You can always go back to, hold on, with your white. If there's something, you know, that you don't like, you know, you didn't like, or something that didn't work, you can go back to with the gesso. And just add some more. Oops. And okay, I think I added too much in this area here, over here. I really like this. Okay, let's see what looks good with this. Okay, oh, and let me spray this one. Okay, let's dry first, and we're going to start looking at things. So I think it will be between birds and fish, depending on what looks good in these. Okay, so let's move everything else. Okay, here are the birds. Let me look at them. Yeah, birds would probably look really good here too. Okay. Let's find the fish. Because the colors kind of look like the ocean. Okay, these fish are a bit too, oh, maybe they would look nice. Thank you so much, Carol. Yeah, so fish, I know they do look like color of the fish, of the ocean. Okay, that's why this is dry. Let's see. Actually, this would look really cool. This one fish. You're right. Fish, I think, will look really good here. Let's see if there's any other ones. So is that okay, Annalise? At least I'm not doing butterflies or birds. I mean, no butterflies or bugs. Are fish good? I love fishes. Since you'll not use the butterfly, please do birds. Oh, you're so cute. Hey guys, I'm doing fish. I know. The vote, people voted, it was even between fish and birds. And I think the colors of the fish look good here. Hold on, sorry, I have to cut. So to reply to somebody, Sonia, you have to put the @ sign and then reply. Okay, the one in the middle, guys. I don't know which one that is. Okay, I just want to see. I'm going with neutral colors instead of going with like, I should go with the red ones, right? Like, no, you can barely see it. Okay. You mean, you're talking about this big one, right? That's the one you're talking about, Cindy? Yeah, I'm gonna go to this big one. Okay, I think these two, this one will look good as well. Anyways. Fish work, there we go. These are fish illustrations, so they're like, they're different. So we're gonna glue these with gel medium. You have 10 minutes, and I'm not a fast, I don't fussy cut so fast. Oh my gosh. And Ingrid is not gonna be, merci. I don't speak French, but I understand what she wrote. Okay, so. Okay. I think these 3 fish will be nice. And if I have to add more, I will. But it's just going to take me a long time to fussy cut these, and I need to finish on time. And then it's perfect because I actually, funny enough, I picked this saying from one of my things. It says go with the flow. I think it will perfectly, because with fish they have to kind of go with the flow. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, so okay, this is cool. Thanks for the ideas. I like the fish idea. And you know what? I'll do birds next time. I'll have to incorporate birds into something next time for all the people that wanted birds. Okay. I really need to go back to kindergarten to learn how to cut faster. I see people that cut so fast, and I'm like, I'm doing not such a diligent job with this. Okay. Oh, I love how that's looking. We're gonna have to add some. We're gonna have to add some edging to them just to make sure that all the. I mean, I want to add more than 3 fish, but I might not have time to cut them all. These actually match perfectly. At least my pages won't look the same, because whenever I do these lives, I prepare things in advance, but then I end up, yeah, I think there's a little, oh no, because I'm going to put the quote right here. So I think 3 fish is fine. If I need one after, I will do it. Yeah, now I'm going to just ink them a little bit. So just a little bit of ink here. And if you can always print this in black and white as well. That's what's nice about it. So if you don't know your color scheme, you can always do that in black and white. Oh. At least I didn't go with. At least I didn't go with butterflies, right? Oh, I do have this other fish. Let's see if it looks good here. No, it doesn't look nice. Okay. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of gel medium. 1 second. 1 second. Trying to move things around. Okay. Because I want to finish on time. Okay. So these basically, you just glue them directly. You can use a paintbrush or just like your finger, like I'm doing. Make sure you seal it. It's paper, right? And you can print this. The black and white ones, I was thinking I wanted to print them on vellum. I thought that would look really cool. Yeah, the fish fit perfectly. I know. It's strange how times it's meant to be, because you know what? I actually picked a quote before I even I picked the quote before I even did anything else. Yeah, there we go. So when we moved into our new this house, was it 11 years ago? It came with a fish tank. Like the previous owners didn't want to take the fish tank with it, and the fish actually looked like this. They were these like African something fish. I don't know, big fish. But we kept it for like a few years, and then we're like, it was just too much to take care of, so we just decided to not do that anymore. That's so funny, Ariana. Yeah, I use butterflies in so much. So it's kind of like that's why it's in my logo. Go with the flow. It's a good theme for today. a second. So I want this to go with the flow. No, I don't like it like that. So let's see, maybe like this. Go with the flow. This is better. There we go. So now I'm going to glue these ones. Whoa, I have 5 minutes. I'm good. So this is what I love about stencils, that they literally bring something to life. Something that was just plain, that a plain white paper and stencil and color makes it look like so good. It doesn't even have to be too complicated. This is what I love about stencils. It's just something that is so easy to use and creates such amazing results. Yeah, I agree. The fish match really well. I do love the fish. No, I want it here. Okay. And I just want to grab a little bit of a, I always like outlining my words because I feel like they cannot be seen otherwise. This gives it like a little bit of an outline. I'm just using my Stabilo without water. Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, please listen to Belinda. When you're leaving comments, please make sure that you put the hashtag Together We Are Stronger, and it's best if you leave a comment where you're from. In my specific video, like, anybody can win the prize, but some videos are, I think some prizes might be like, you know, for a certain area only. So make sure you put where you're from. Okay. Oh, thanks so much, Karen. So there is that. Wait, I'm going to add some splatters. And somebody put Tiffany's link, although you guys know Tiffany, but somebody, oh wait, I have to just mix this. So I'm going to use the gloss spray from Dina Wakley. And I'm going to do a little bit of spraying, a little bit of splattering, because we can't have no splatters. Mainly you will see it on the darker areas. I don't want it on the fish. Oh, when you're leaving a comment, you make sure you leave the comments, not in this chat. Leave comments underneath each one of the videos for you to win the prizes, okay? So it doesn't, not in this chat, because nobody will be checking the chat afterwards. It's more leaving it underneath the video. So if you want to win my gift certificates to my Etsy shop, you can go ahead and leave a comment on this video and below in the comments, okay? Yeah. Sorry, that's I think that the explanation was, I haven't given a lot of explanations. Now my desk is such a mess I can't see anything. So here's the original one with the dragonflies. And I said if I had wings, right? Like, so this is what it is. What art does for us is that if we have wings, right? Oh, good. 1 minute left. Wow. Wow, on time. So I just don't know if you know, guys, how to put these back. I'm going to be popping these back right into the journal right here. So you just kind of click them back in here. So what's nice about them is that you can work on a flat surface. So all the links, including my stencils and everything else, are listed below in the description. Now, everybody, please hop to Tiffany's. Somebody put Tiffany's, it's right below, okay, just in case. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We love you. And thank you. Together, we are definitely stronger. And we're really happy you guys are here. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the support throughout the year. And we really, really, all of us appreciate it. I appreciate it. And oh, and I forgot something to do. And that was, okay, sorry. I forgot one little step. Tiffany, it's 5 o'clock. Okay, go to Tiffany. I just want to tell you that I actually stamped things as well here. I did a little bit of stamping. I forgot about that. So don't, but go to Tiffany's, okay? Just telling you. Bye, everyone. We love you. I'm just going to finish stamping here, and I'm going to see you at Tiffany's. Just forgot about this, the little stamping that I did with this stamp. So funny. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Thumbs up. Oh, yeah, thumbs up. That would be good. Bye, everyone. I'm going to hang up now.